Mike Owens with Inside Fighting here, joined today by Jonathan the General Haggerty, who returns to action next Saturday night facing Superlek. Jonathan, always a pleasure, my mate. How are things with you today?
Thank you, mate. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been going good. We're here in Denver now, and we're settled in pretty well. And we're a week away from fight night, and we're more excited than ever.
How are your emotions ahead of your return?
Say that again, sorry.
How are your emotions ahead of your return?
Nervous. Nerves keep kicking in every now and then, but when I go to training, the nerves go out the window. Just have to remind myself that I am the best in the world. So yeah, we're coming up against Superlek, one of the best pound for pound fighters, and we're not taking him lightly. We know he's going to throw the full kitchen sink at us, and we're prepared for a great fight for sure.
I got a spare 15 minutes on Saturday or Sunday, and I watched episode 2 of your documentary that you're putting out. The episode where
Oh,
you're in
wicked!
Thailand. Fantastic episode by whoever's
Thank
doing
you,
that
mate.
for you, mate. How was
Appreciate it, mate.
how was this camp been, and why was the decision to go with the Thailand so early?
Yeah, camp's been it's been brutal. It's been hard. It's been 13 weeks of hard work. It's probably the longest fight camp I've had. But I've enjoyed most of it along the way, but some of it I've hated. Uh, but it's all worth it in the end. We started out in the UK for the first 2 weeks with my coach Christian Knowles, my trainer Alan Kedel, and my dad, just doing the game plans. And then I moved to Thailand for the next 8 weeks. Was training at Muay Thai, and then my coach Christian Knowles flew over to train me. And then now we've been in Denver for 3 weeks now, so we're ready. We're excited to rock and roll.
I have to ask you about One Championship's return to the US. It's obviously a market that they're trying to break into, and you being the headliner on this massive show in Denver obviously is a big show of confidence in terms of what they think you can do in terms of bringing numbers out to the Ball Arena, I believe, in Denver,
Yeah,
Colorado.
yeah, no pressure. Yeah, I'm just very thankful and very honored that they chose me to be the main event. Ever since a little boy, I've been growing up watching the US events on the sofa with my dad when I was a young boy, and I've always told myself that's where I want to be, and that's what I'm going to be doing in my career. So we're here now, and we're ready to take the opportunity with both hands.
Talking about being a little boy, I'm going to segue perfectly into my next question because you probably were more of a boy than you were a man the first time that you fought Superlek, if you don't mind me
Yeah,
saying that.
yeah,
How
yeah, it's
how
true.
how are we feeling ahead of a very hotly anticipated rematch?
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like things happened for a reason back then. Obviously, we was gutted that it happened the way it did, but we're both now on a destruction path. We're both in the peak of our career, on the best organization in the world, um, headlining the show in the US. So I guess it was meant to be. So now he's cut me. It's my turn to cut him.
When you look back at the man who faced him, I think it was 2018 when you first squared off to the man sat in front of me
Yep.
now, how different is not only the fighter, but also the man in Jonathan Haggerty?
Yeah, the mentality's different. I was just a boy going into that fight. Accepted the fight. Not sure why we accepted it. I think I only had 10 fights.
Mm.
And but we accepted it as the fighter I am. I wanted to get in there. I wanted to prove that I want to be out there with the best. I want to be the best in the world. And took the fight. And obviously things didn't go our way, but we're here now. And it just shows that the journey and the growth that we've had throughout my career. And we're at the peak now. And it's time to put on a masterclass.
We'll be back to the interview in just a second, but first, the NFL season is back and Inside Fighting has a touchdown of a deal for you. We've partnered up with DraftKings, an official partner of the NFL, to bring you an offer where new DraftKings customers who bet $5 receive $250 in bonus bets instantly, as well as 1 month of NFL Plus Premium, just by signing up using our promo code Inside Fighting. Because that was your last fight before you signed with One, if memory serves. I think the next fight was the series fight. So was part of signing with One maybe looking down the road and thinking that there's a higher likelihood that we can get that Superlek fight if we sign for One championship? Was that ever in the back of your mind when you made the decision to move over to One?
Um, I'm not sure if it was in the back of my mind then. The vision was just to be the best in the organization. Not sure who was going to be at the top of that division, but just to be the best person that I can be and the best fighter possible. So yeah,
Where do you think this ranks in terms of the biggest fights of your career, John?
I'd say up there with the Nongo fight. I think it
Mm.
might be just touching past it a little bit. I think this is the most important fight of my career.
What makes you put it just slightly above the Nongo fight?
Just because Superlek's pound for pound great. Everybody talks about, not only talks, he is the pound for pound one of the best pound for pound fighters out there
Mm.
for years. He's the same age as me. He's young. He's exciting. He's hungry. Well, I hope he's hungry. Um, yeah, that's it, really, mate. We're both on a great path to greatness, and let's see who the greatest is.
100%, mate. I want to bring you back to this run that you've been on because I think the last time we spoke, I can't remember, maybe it was after the NATO fight. I think if memory serves, it was probably about 2, if not 3 years ago, the last time we spoke.
Wow.
Um, and to see this run of destruction that you've gone on, as you termed it then, has just been it's been magnificent. You must be so happy with the form you've been able to keep over the last couple of months and years.
Yeah, I'm very thankful, and I think like the best decision that I made was to move up to bantamweight.
Mm.
I was so depleted at flyweight. Nobody really knew that behind the scenes what I had to do at flyweight. It used to take me like 2 minutes to get out of bed, like before in case I cramp up or I pull my back or anything. But it just goes to show that I was at the top of that division, that flyweight division, for so long, a depleted and unhappy fighter. So now that I'm at bantamweight, it's just showing it was the best decision that I made, and the destruction keeps on going.
And you mentioned the Nongo fight there. I want to bring you back to that. And I want to say this next question with the utmost respect, because you know the respect that I have for you. But
Thank you.
let's be honest, when you were going into that fight, there was a big question mark over whether you could move up a division and do what you did. And obviously you did. But I feel like after the series with Rodtang, there was a little bit of doubt over your names. Maybe people were doubting your abilities and what you could do, not only in that division, but the division above. So my question to you is did you feel those doubters? And if so, how does it feel to have proven them wrong over this win streak?
No, I didn't really feel any of the doubters really, because at the end of the day, I'm the one that's getting in there. I'm the one with the recognition, and yeah, like I said, the flyweight wasn't my best. It
Mm.
wasn't my best. So I knew I was very confident going into the bantamweight division that I'll be a full, hungry and ready version of myself. So when I did get them wins, it was just like literally doubt me now.
Mm. What do you think a win over the legendary Superlek does for your legacy?
Um, I think it's going to be great for my legacy. It's going to cement me up there with the best in the world, and then there will be no more doubters. Um, and yeah, just I'm just excited to get in there and just put on a performance and just shut everybody up, really.
Where are we at with the kickboxing belt? Is the plan to defend that in the future? And if so, how do you plan to juggle being champ not only across two divisions, which is what we normally
Hmm.
see, but across two disciplines? Because that was a very difficult task if you plan to do it.
Yeah, definitely. My plan is next is to beat Nico Carrillo. Um, But as well, I just feel like it's unfair to keep the kickboxing division on hold.
Mm.
I think they've got a new number one fighter there. I've defended my Muay Thai belt. I'll be defending it again in the US next week. So I think it's only fair that I can defend the kickboxing belt as well. So I'm sort of tied myself up, but I'm looking to tie myself up even more by going into the MMA division. So why not? Let's go.
So we often hear the word triple champ, don't we? Because we don't think we've ever seen anybody become. We've certainly seen three-weight champions in Muay Thai and boxing, but in MMA, that's always been the one that nobody's quite been able to do. So I know that was another topic that we discussed last time. So the plan is still eventually to move into MMA.
Free sport.
Wow.
Free sport world champion.
What's the plan there then, mate? Do you have a timeline? Do you have a way that you want to do it, or is it just see how everything falls?
If I had it my way, I would. If I had it my way, I'd jump the ladders and I'll fight Andrade straight away. I feel like I've beaten once at stand up, and I feel like fights start on their feet. So if he can't get near me like he didn't in the kickboxing fight, it could be an easy night again. But we don't know. We just have to wait and see. I'll be very, very prepared if it does. If it was Andrade.
Have you been doing any MMA training? I mean, not obviously not for this camp, but since we've last spoke, have you done any kind of formal training? Because I know if memory serves, you were doing little bits and bobs with you with the likes of, I remember Arnold Allen and Nathaniel Wood being involved at times. So is that
Yeah,
still
yeah.
something that you do in the off season?
I have been doing a few bits, but prior to my title defenses, I've been strictly on defending the belts and on one sport. But I was doing a few bits, like you said, with all them guys, and yeah, I'll be excited to go into fight camp and MMA fight camp.
I'm going to ask you a difficult question here, John. So this might be a difficult one, so apologies. But if you're gonna try and fight in MMA, kickboxing, and Muay Thai simultaneously, then my question to you is across all combat sports disciplines, so boxing, MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and anything else you can think of, give me a
Yep.
top five pound for pound of UK fighters.
Well, so we'll go with boxing.
No, so across all of them. So you can include
Oh,
boxers,
across
you
all
can
of them.
include kickboxers, you can include Muay Thai, you can include MMA. Who do you think are the top five British
Oh,
fighters at the moment?
top five. I've got to say Tom Aspinall up there.
Mhm. Good shout.
I have to say myself up
Yep,
there.
of course.
Um, I have to say Anthony Joshua up there. Tyson Fury.
One more left.
Um, one more left. What have we missed out? Kickboxing. Who else would we say? Who else would you say? You put me right on the spot here. uh, I just had one in mind, but it's gone. Too many punches to my head. Sorry, mate. Um, I like this might be controversial, but I like Conor Ben.
Good shout.
Conor
I like
Ben.
that one. So we put him at
Yeah,
fifth.
let's go. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
I think
Um,
that wasn't in any order. That was
yeah,
just
no,
all
of
my top
course. Yeah,
five.
yeah. No, okay, I'll give you. I know I put you under pressure, but I wanted to ask you
Yeah.
something a little different. Um, talking about the Brits, where are you and Liam Harrison at these days?
So basically, he's on the same fight card as me. He's on my
Mm.
undercard. I'm the main event. But yeah, I'm excited to see him fight against Sexan. It's going to be great fireworks, and who knows if he can get through that fight? Who knows? There could be a fight on the cards. Not too sure what his plans are, but I'm always up for a scrap.
Is that a fight that you would have interest, like not have interest in, but is that a fight that you would chase if Liam wins and you win and it all kinds of align, or do you have a different path in mind in your
Yeah,
ideal?
I don't think it's a fight that I'm really that interested in, or I'll chase. You know, there's obviously fighters out there that deserve it more, and that's like the likes of Nico Carrillo. Um, so yeah, if it does come about, it comes about. If it don't, it don't.
Couple more from me, John, and thank you so much for the time. I believe
No worries,
Freddie's
man.
making his one debut soon. Is that right?
He's what? Sorry.
Freddie's making his one championship debut soon. Is that right?
So he's had two fights already
Oh,
on
has
the
he? Oh, my mistake.
one Lumpini. He's got two knockouts, and we was trying to get him on the Denver show. We
Mm.
was trying to push it, but obviously it didn't happen. But hopefully one day we can get on the same card together.
Talk
And
about a
who knows? He might be the main event, and I might be the co-main event. That would be great, or the other way around.
or who knows? We keep hearing this threaten of Logan Paul and Jake Paul fighting. Maybe we see Jonathan versus Freddie one day. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll have
MMA's
to get it. I'll
combat
get him in a
sports are
headlock.
crazy.
He knows the deal. I'll get him in a headlock.
You'd have to big brother him.
That's it. I have to show him.
Well, last one from me, and as always, thank you for your time. You can be as
No
brief
worries,
or as
bro.
detailed as you like with this one. But I'd like to know, give me a walkthrough of your perfect fight day. So I'd like to know what happens when you wake up in the morning to when you go to sleep at night in a perfect world on fight day.
Wait, sorry, say that again, mate.
Sorry, mate. So I would like a walkthrough of your perfect
Yep.
fight day. So as you envisage fight day, what happens when you wake up in the morning to when you go to sleep at night?
So I wake up in the morning. I have my nutritious meal. I have some Cocoa Pops. Go see the family at breakfast. See all my friends and family that have come out to watch me fight in the morning. Um, Go back to the room, chill out with my girlfriend, chill, watch a bit of TikTok, and then have a main meal before the fight. Get in there, knock Superlek out, come home, chill again. So after the fights, I normally just tend to chill out with the family. Some people go nuts, have a beer and all that sort of stuff. I'm not really into that after the fight. I like to see go on my phone and look at all the comments and my performance. If I win, I'll watch the fight 20 times. If I lose, I won't watch the fight. And then go to sleep, wake up, and then head home.
I love it. Well, John, thank you so much for your time. Great to catch up with you today. Have a
Thank
great
you,
and
bro.
safe rest of your camp and wish you the best of luck for next week.
Appreciate it. Nice to see you again. See you soon.
Nice to see you too, mate.